Federal Environment Minister Greg Hunt recently announced a government initiative to protect native mammals in Australia.
The strategy, which was launched at the Threatened Species Summit held in Melbourne in July 2015, focuses on management of feral cats, creating safe havens for at-risk species, habitat improvement, and averting extinction emergencies. Despite the incredible damage they cause, talks of a feral cat cull resulted in worldwide coverage of the announcement, including condemnation from animal activists such as Bridget Bardot. The Department of the Environment is focusing on a practical approach to conservation, and this has resulted in collaboration with the not-for-profit sector. Experts in the field, such as Atticus Fleming, the inaugural CEO of the Australian Wildlife Conservancy, are providing knowledge and expertise to the Threatened Species Scientific Committee. AWC has been winning the battle against Australia's appalling extinction rate for more than 15 years. The group's success can be attributed to its strong conservation model. Being a private not-for-profit organisation, AWC has established sanctuaries through partnerships with landholders and implemented practical land management such as feral animal control and fire management strategies. The AWC's first property, Karakamaya in Western Australia, was purchased by the late philanthropist and founder Martin Copley in 1991 and became a fully fenced sanctuary in 1994. Almost 80% of AWC's staff are based in the field, and I spoke to resident field ecologist Bryony Palmer.
So Australia has one of the worst mammal extinction rates in the world. We've lost around 30 different species of mammals since Europeans colonised Australia, and a large proportion of the mammals that we still have are endangered.
AWC now owns and manages 23 properties across 3 million hectares, protecting 70% of our native mammals.
Woylies were one of the first species that were reintroduced to Karakamaya. Program was started in 1994 and 95, so they've been now in Karakamaya for close to 20 years. It's been a really successful reintroduction. They very quickly increased their population to carrying capacity, so that's basically the number of animals that the property of this size can support. And then they've basically maintained their population size at about carrying capacity. It's the only population in the southwest of Western Australia that didn't decline in the early 2000s. Pretty much every other population in WA declined around that time. The main reason is, at this point, we're thinking that is mainly due to feral cats. Obviously, Karakamaya being a fenced sanctuary, we don't have feral cats here, and that's allowed the woylie population here to thrive.
Because so many of our native mammals are nocturnal and shy and therefore rarely seen, they don't attract the same attention as other endangered species around the world. In addition to conserving wildlife, AWC also employs knowledgeable guides to host nocturnal walks with a view to encouraging the general public to embrace and protect Australian wildlife. If the government continues to collaborate with experts from organisations such as the Australian Wildlife Conservancy and employs the successful strategies already in place across Australia, it will hopefully reach its long-term goal to recover our threatened plants and animals. This is Narissa Ferry reporting from Karakamaya.